Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on the weekly recap of the bull charts that I send out for my newsletter. If you're new to these, real quick, what these are is I pick five chart setups and send them out usually every Saturday morning. I try to, and they're all in five different categories, and you can follow along with those or trade them. We've been having really good success with them. Definitely always more winners than losers, and even our losers are usually just very small ones in terms of they just don't really go anywhere. This week was a very good week for us. We had three winners, one that was kind of a no play, and then we had one loser. And our winners are all above. The lowest one was at an 8% gain. So in one week, not too bad, especially when you can put more dollar value into these. Meaning, buying a penny stock for 0005. If you buy $10,000 worth, that's kind of risky, but with these and more liquidity, you can put in more money and you'll be able to pull it out without any worries. The focus chart for this week, sometimes we have a focus chart, was MXGD, and this was our bottom bouncer play. So this is what the chart looked like when we sent it out. Had some annotations here, and just looking at the chart, you could see that four previous times it had bounced off the 6 cent area, so it was looking like it might be getting ready to go back up. One of the key areas to break was 0.089, which is pointed out there. So now let's pull up the actual chart and go over what happened. All this blue line means is this is what the chart looked like on the day we sent it out. So this is just what you saw on that other chart. And what happened was there are some fluctuations within here. This is a cheaper penny, so at points, there's 15% moves, but the overall price action, it didn't fall below, so it's not like it fell apart on us or anything. But at the same time, it didn't make a move upward, so that's why I'm calling it kind of an even or a no play, because there was potentials for profits in here. I mean, it did fluctuate enough where there was 10% fluctuations, 15%. But at the end of the day, it just pretty much went sideways. So it can't really count it as a win. But at the same time, some people, depending on how good you are as a trader and so forth, could have had a win within this. But it wasn't one of those where it was just an evident win. But I mean, at the same time, it wasn't a loser either. So we're just going to kind of call this one a wash and draw. Our next play was the pattern play for the week. This one was CBLI, and we had an ascending triangle. Pretty much what we had were these increasing lows, but we had this level coming across here at 430 that was acting as a resistance. You can see it knocked down the price here and over here again. So we wanted to see what would happen with this and looking for a breakout to the upside. So let's pull up this chart now and take a look. So once again, this is what the chart looked like when we sent it out to the bull market newsletter, and then we had our resistance at 430, if you remember. So as you can see, the week went by. It made a real nice move, and it's currently up at the day's not over yet. We still have an hour and a half, but it's currently right up there at $4.77. So if you had gotten in down here right at the 430 break, you're looking at least about 11% gain. So real nice gain in a few days. So once again, let's say you had $10,000 and you had 2-to-1 margin. You bought $20,000 worth, making 10% on that. That's some nice money in a week. Right around $2,000 for just buying the breakout, and it wasn't anything crazy where it was swooping up and down. Just broke out, kind of hovered around, and then went back up and is making nice new highs right now. So this was our first winner at an 11% gain. Our next play was the trend trading play, meaning the overall trend was up, and that's what I was pointing out here with the rising 50-day simple moving average. I pointed out some possible entries on a pullback, but at the same time, for the candlestick players out there, if you had noticed this candlestick, very nice candle, especially when you consider it's an overall trend. So keep in mind where it closed, because it actually dropped down there, but we'll just say that you got in on Monday because of the candle right here around 492. So let's pull up that chart now. Once again, this was the candle, and then look at Monday and Tuesday. Just great move here. This move was over 16.5%. So in a couple days, literally, you could have made 16.5%. It's still holding up. So even if you weren't able to play it how you wanted, it's still up much higher than where it was down here, and that's just what's good about buying pullbacks when the overall trend is up. Even if you just get a couple day spike like this, that was, like I said, a 16.5% gain right there. So this was our biggest winner for the week, and I know some people actually on the list participated in this one because I got some emails thanking me. But don't thank me, thank yourself. You watched the candle, you got in, and you didn't get greedy and you profited. So good job to the people that made some money on that one. Our loser for the week, and this one really irritated me because I liked the chart a lot. But right here we had the 200-day simple moving average, so that looked like the price bounced right off it. You had this great above average volume. You look at this volume bar compared to everything else, not even close. So I was like, all right, this one's probably going to be coming up here and testing, at least 978, because look how it bounced off the 200-day simple moving average. Nice volume. And then let's see what happened with this one. So let's pull that up. So here we go. This is when I was real excited, thinking it was going to be going up here, and this is, what happens sometimes. It just didn't do anything, just went sideways. I'm counting this one as a loser because it didn't go up. I mean, at the same time, it really didn't go down, but it just didn't move. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do, so I am counting it as a loser. If you are still holding shares in this, you're fine. It's just clearly going sideways next week, or this week. Maybe next week is when it finally heads up. So just because I'm calling it a loser for this, if you do own shares, the chart still is holding up fine. But for kind of my tracking, I'm just going to call it a loser. But sometimes this is what happens. You get a nice volume bar and you think it's going to continue, and then the price just goes sideways on you. So that's part of the game. That's part of trading, and you just got to learn to live with it, even though it can get frustrating. Our last play was our pending breakout play, meaning it's a stock that's looking like it's ready to get moving up. And what I liked about this one was how it had bounced off the 50. It had come up here, and then if you look, we had a former support there, and then all this area was support, and then it had turned to resistance when it was falling, and the price closed right up at $3. So our breakout point, key breakout point, as pointed out here, was $3. So let's see what happened with this one. Once again, this is what it looked like. The breakout point was at $3, right around there, and it made a nice move for us this week. Hit a high of $3.25 from a $3 breakout, which left about 8% possible gain there. So not too bad, even if you only got 5% out of it. 5% in a week's not too bad at all, especially when you can't even get 5% for 6 months at your local bank if you get a CD. So this was a nice winner for us too, and acted like I kind of wanted to see our high volume play. Bounced off the 50-day, got through that $3, and then you're seeing the results of that now as it continues to move up. So good overall play. So that wraps up our 5 bull charts for this week. If you're interested in getting on this list and getting these sorts of charts, head over to bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you sign up there, you'll also get a free ebook. These bull charts are just one of the things you get. We also send out trading ideas, educational things. And like you can see, if you follow some of these picks, our trade ideas and so forth, people are making money. This is all free. There's no strings attached, so it's worth at least checking out and giving a try. So once again, all you have to do is go to bullmarketnewsletter.net, sign up there, and you'll be subscribed, and you'll start getting emails, and you can start following, participating, whatever you want to do. And we're always open for questions. So if you do have any other questions on these 5 charts, let me know. But overall, I'm very pleased for the week. That EWBC kind of bummed me out, but with BLC being a 16.5% gainer and CBLI being 11%, it was a good overall week. And then this one was 8%. So I can't complain. I'll be looking to get some more bull charts up here tomorrow when I do my scans. And until then, thanks for listening, and come on over and sign up for the newsletter. Have a good weekend.